Welcome to the city where stories don't sleep and every corner's got a rhythm. This is your new late night fix, guided by the voice that knows the streets and the stars. Your host, Dean.
Yo, what's crack-a-lacking? It's D-Nell, a.k.a. Trib of the Tribulation Kids. I'm in the house, and I'm back at it again. This is the second live stream of the day. I wanted to go ahead and try my best to get this done because I'm tired. I ain't gonna front. And I do have lunch with me, so I will be eating a little bit later, just trying to get on the vibe and get into the live stream and just get started. I actually was enjoying the last live stream that I did, and I got a chance to watch a little bit before I left to go get my hair cut. But I can honestly say I'm looking forward to actually going back and watching that, just because I actually was having a good time watching it. So shout out to the people that did come here. I did appreciate y'all last live stream. And again, man, I'm tired of this live stream, man. So I'm going to try to push through this, man, as best as I can. I'm going to try to stay here at least about an hour and a half, if possible. You know what I mean? I'll try to do like hour 40. But then I think I'll be taking off to get up out of here for the night. And tomorrow I might come back in the morning, or I might just set up a later live stream and I'll get out here and I'll try to, start a panel or something, or do something to share the link. And really no big deal, you know what I mean? We'll see, how tomorrow go. I'm really not knowing, but today, boy, I just want to go ahead and get done with this one. And if I didn't have it set up, I probably even wouldn't even be doing it right now. I ain't even gonna lie, just because I'm so sleepy right now. Shout out to ICEBREAKERS in the house. Welcome back, man. I know that yesterday was your first time here. Today, man, I really tried something the last live stream, and this particular live stream, I ain't gonna try nothing, but I'm just gonna kind of come out here and just chill, see if we can get a vibe or whatever, man. So I appreciate you. I so breezy in the house checking in. Now, I will say, just to add to the conversation, that we have been talking about kind of since the beginning of the year was how do people feel about AI in the music? Well, today when I went to go get my haircut, I had a chance to actually talk to my brother. Now, my brother is a DJ, and he's been a DJ his whole life, so I will kind of, having a chance to pick his brain and ask him, how does he feel about music these days and where music is going? And I will say that it was an interesting conversation with him. And I would like to bring it up a little later in the live stream, but I could do that as well too. I'm a stream Red Dead Redemption 2 tomorrow. Yo, I used to play that joint too. You know what I mean? I actually liked it. You know what I mean? I wish that it would have opened up more like GTA, but I thought, well, all right. I ain't gonna front. I just will say that, as far as games to play, like I do play a little bit. I just ain't played in a while, and I ain't very good at it. RJ Lee, the one, is backing out. Yo, I'm telling you, I can't shake you for nothing. Every time I try to shake you, you still come to the live stream and hanging out chilling. Now, I do appreciate you coming by and everything. And if you stay out of trouble, you could probably stay a little longer. Just saying, man. I had you on timeout for 24 hours. What is you doing back here now? I just want to say that, man, only because. But anyway, so I had a chance to talk to my brother, and he is a DJ and been a DJ, practically his whole life. And I asked him, how do you feel about the AI and the music and stuff like that? And for him, he says he don't like it, and that he would rather not use it, and that he would never play it at a club, and that he would never play it on a radio program. He says he does not think that AI music will make it to radio stations and be able to make it past the BDS. And the BDS is the broadcasting data system. And he started to explain it that it might detect something in the music, in the sound, that would not be top quality to get reported, like most radio stations report to record companies, or they report to publishing, you know what I mean, how much the record is being played and the timing and stuff. So the conversation really broke open for me, really a lot for him, because I was saying, okay, so if you're a DJ, a club DJ, would you play a record at a club? And he was like, no. And I said, well, why is that? He says, because it's not familiar. So he would play the music that is familiar to people, which I understand that as well, as far as a DJ, you know what I mean? So he would not be one to go and break a brand new record, and I actually know that just because I tried to give him records in the past, years ago when I was doing music, you know what I mean? And, I felt like I had family in the radio. I take my radio, my CD, my music to the radio station, to my brother, hoping he gonna play it. He looked at it like the sound, the quality. There's a certain signal, what I mean, that the sound has to have to pass, the system, the BDS system, the broadcasting data system. And I was like, okay, well, it made sense to me, So, how does that make y'all feel to think, what I mean, as far as the DJ goes, what I mean, like he says that if the song is not familiar, he would never play it in the club, what I mean? And I'm like, well, you are into, music and stuff. If you was to create your own music that can go into your mix, would you play it then? And he actually is saying no. So I just want to just put that out there. That's not the right energy to spread with others. What he say? GT6 is back in again, and sorry for being in trouble. And I'm disappointed. Maybe I'm just better off dead. Ah, no one cares about me. Oh Lord, have mercy. RJ Lee. Now, we don't want you to feel like that, and we don't want to make you feel like that. But at the same time, we need you to just relax. Like, we just come up in here and having good vibes. Like, don't change the vibe. You know what I mean? And make it about you. Like, we don't even know if you real, because you don't have no kind of profile picture. You don't have no contents. Like, how do you think we gonna care about you? We don't know who you are. Man, God, dog, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, you once had a mod, man, and I don't even know how you got past security to get the mod then. And now you up in here causing conflicts and issues to make the chat wonder what is wrong with this dude. God. Oh no, man. Like, no one knows what I go through. Yeah, but we don't know that you're a real person, for one. You know what I mean? You could just be out here like AI, being, proposing, like, I mean, like you're some human or something, and posters all through the chat, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying, if you don't put yourself out there, then people ain't gonna know you, you know what I mean? But you got to show who you are if you want people to know you. Especially up in here, like we ain't gonna know who you are anyway because you ain't got no profile picture. I keep telling you. Yeah, God. Man, I'm trying, man. You know, and I'm trying to welcome you in as well, you know, but that's the only way you're gonna get up in here, man. You gotta show yourself to be real. And we don't feel like you real, period. Let's see, I'm a real person, goddamn it. Hold on now, hold on now. I'm no AI. Don't make me turn into the. See, you about to get kicked up out of here, man. Just because, man, I was in a cool mood. I'm chilling. I'm reflecting, telling y'all about my day. I'm sitting up here going back, talking about how I was in the last live stream and all the rest of that. And we chilling, and here you come up in here with your nonsense. And then if I get to cursing back at you and I get to rebuking that in the name of Jesus, then what? I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the weapons of our warfare are not corner, but they might. Pulling down strongholds. Well, I tell you, I feel like you're in the mood right now. Like, don't get me started. I'm just upset. I'm sad. And I'm struggling with anxiety and depression. I can see. And you try to put that on me. Like, I don't struggle with that today, sir. Wishing more positivity in you. RJ, see what I'm saying? And that's somebody looking out from the sideline. Somebody new around here as well. You know what I mean? Like, look, this person is trying to show you the love. Can you just relax? He trying to show you. Look, we're going to go ahead and just wish you some positivity in your space and in your place for you to just sit back and just chill and relax. You know, what I'm going to have to do right here, man, is I'm going to have to just try to set the vibe. Because I do remember that the last time you was here, I played a little bit of music and you was able to sit back and chill. So let me just sit back and chill with you a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm going to play a little song and I'm going to do some of the stuff I would like to do as well. Because I do got some lunch up over here. And it's cold, waiting on y'all. You know what I mean? But we do got a nice little sandwich right here. This is my go-to spot. You know what I mean? When I'm lacking and I'm hungry, I'll go over to Domino's Pizza and I will get the Italian sandwich. You see that right there? Now that right there was only $7.99. I just want to say that. Only because it's affordable for people out there. If you are hungry and you are looking for something to eat, you might want to go over to Domino's Pizza and get you an Italian sandwich. Tell them I sent you. Send me the coupon or whatever else. You know what I mean? Like, let me get the free joint. So anyway, man, shucks. RJ said, I'm sorry, man. Please forgive me. I'm just going through something right now. And I shouldn't have to take it out on you. No, that's a problem right there. You know what I mean? Especially if you can't handle your own stress, anxiety, or depression or whatever you're going to. You don't have to take it out on us. You can always take it to the Lord, and the Lord would take that burden up off you. Now, look, I don't want to get out here and sound like I'm pressing nothing on you, but I could tell you what you got going on with you, you pressing on us. Lord have mercy. All right, so I said earlier I was only gonna play these two, and Honey Dip and Skrilla Doe. Now these two are creative artists. I would just say that right now, only because I don't want people feeling like I'm trying to overdo it and manipulate or overwhelm people like with the real. I know you hate me. He don't even know you, and I do believe it is a he. Man, ain't nobody, man, we gonna get you up out of here, RJ. I'm sorry, you can't hang out, man. I can't have that at my channel. I just can't. I'm not gonna time you out. I'm gonna actually hide you from up out of here. And I'm not gonna let you mess up the vibe, you know what I mean? I appreciate you being in the house. Eyes so breezy. Shout out to you, appreciate you hanging out. I'm in the house, man. I'm here. Let me just play a little bit of something, if y'all don't mind, and give me a second while I also get some things together.
Yeah. Bad news, baby. Shell Road. Don't glamorize this. Listen close. Bad news raised me rough. Cute smile. Hard facts. Neighborhood rules, long memories. I don't watch love turn violent, money turn strange, loyalty disappear fast. Daddy died before I understood taxes. Childhood ended inside one robbery. After that, everything tasted different. Basketball boyfriend had lead dreams, fresh sneakers, college paperwork, big future mapped out carefully. Wrong jealousy, wrong moment, whole destiny interrupted violently. People say stay strong, cool, but nobody explain where broken girls put the grief. So I learned movement, learn masks, learn how to joke while carrying heavy history. Bad news, rage me rough, cute smile, hard facts, neighborhood rules, long memory. I don't watch love turn violent, money turn strange, loyalty disappear fast. Baby daddy taught street mathematics, fast cash, fast tempers, fast consequences. I confuse protection with possession, that's common where I'm from. Beautiful women accepted chaos because chaos feel familiar. Hard truth, he touched me, then apologized. Bought things, made promises, cycle repeated. I stayed longer than wisdom recommended. Real conversation. Strip club nights, built stacking, pride active, short fuse, one fight at work turned criminal paperwork. Police searched home, everything collapsed rapidly. Funny how ego sounds different inside. Handcuffs, county nights, cold trays, metal beds. Not much performance left in those environments. Just thoughts, regret, questions. I wasn't chasing religion. I was chasing air. Different mission. My son hurt and changed my entire worldview. Hospital rooms, humble gangsters, quickly nothing macho about helplessness. Nothing glamorous about watching somebody you love fight. Invisible battle, swift call, studio session. Timing crazy, music stopped being escape, started becoming assignment. Now I spit scriptures through street vocab. Larry, neighborhood ministry, Virginia testimony. Bad news raised me rough. Cute smile, hard facts. Shell Road daughter, lyrical weapon, ghetto reporter. God still working, story still active. Skrilla dope, Virginia, baby gangster. Hood minister, real records only. Yeah.
Yo, the sub sounds good right now. What's up?
They call me pumpkin on the block, baby face with grown pain. Shell Road in my walk, Newport running through my veins. You smile, cold lessons, hood taught me game. I made music out the hurt. Now the world gon' know my name. Back when jerseys was oversized, sneakers stay clean. CD books in the whip, video shaped our dreams. Rap had wisdom tucked inside every rhyme. Fashion had meaning, every crew had a sign. I remember corner stores, hot chips.
Shout out to Ghost Trail. Yo, I seen you yesterday live, man. I think I was in the middle of getting ready to do my live stream or something like that. I don't know. Vibing out that sub hitting it. Y'all can hear it like that. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I'm just chilling, man. So, you know, I'm gonna finish eating, but I got a little bit of something playing right now. This is Honey Dip and Skrilla Doe. You know what I mean? These are two of my creative artists.
Cars, girls with hoop earrings, acting older than they are. I was watching grown folks carry secrets in their eyes, learning early, everybody laughing ain't alright. They call me pumpkin on the block, baby face with grown pain. Shell Road in my walk, Newport running through my veins. Cute smile, cold lessons, hood taught me game. I made music out the hurt, now the world gon' know my name. Daddy's story left a mark I couldn't wash away. Boyfriend had a jumper, scouts watching them play. Life had a plan, then envy had a gun. That's the type of loss that can darken up the sun. I ain't telling this for pity, I'm reporting from the field where girls become still before they ever get the heal. I see love wear a mask, I see money bring a curse. I see pretty women smile while they inside getting worse. Pumpkin grew thorns, baby girl got wise. Hood gave me scars, God gave me eyes. Yeah, Proverbs in a verse. Tell a young queen know your value first. Don't trade your crown for a hand on your waist. Don't call it love if it keeps stealing your grace. I'm from where small blocks make major ambition. With a dream and need a voice just to restart vision. Spill a dough, not a gimmick, not a copy, not a phase. I'm the culture with a message from the older rap days.
Y'all don't mind linking up in the chat. Whoever produced this shit need a raise.
Money changed the furniture.
I produced it.
Not the anxiety.
I wrote and produced it.
Yeah.
Check this one out.
Expensive paranoia. Champagne stress.
What's up?
Designer trauma. Sleepless success. Everybody love outcomes. Nobody volunteer for consequences.
Wait. I'm on your Discord. I'm gonna holler at you.
Luxury apartment, fresh jewelry. Silent tension, sitting comfortably inside expensive rooms. Money came faster than emotional healing. Different addresses, different enemies, different lawyers. Still sleeping light, still checking mirrors instinctively. People praise hustle. Nobody discuss what survival do to trust patterns. I build confidence through chaos. That's different mathematics. Expensive paranoia, champagne stress. Designer trauma, sleepless success. Everybody love outcomes. Nobody volunteer for consequences. Yeah. Love somebody dangerous, trusted somebody broken. Built empires through environments, therapy never visited. Street victories, private loneliness, different contradiction. He protected everything except emotional safety. Different wounds, different confusion. Still beautiful, still functioning, still mentally exhausted. Fast money, slow healing. Big dreams, heavy ceilings, county walls, slowed the movie down. Notebook pages became confession booths. I wasn't searching religion, I was searching oxygen, searching quiet, searching direction. Funny how purpose arrived after ego collapse. Now I'm rebuilding differently. Expensive paranoia, champagne stress, designer trauma, sleepless success. Everybody love outcomes. Nobody volunteer for consequences. You can't love me broken and blame me when I bleed. You can't call it passion if it never lets me breathe. I'd rather sleep single than wake up losing me. I'm too close to freedom to let lust bury peace, yeah. I remember happy before the shadows got loud. Laughing in the car, music up, windows down. Before suspicion had a chair at the table. Before I learned sweet words can become unstable. I ain't erased the good, I'm honest about the whole. Some memories warm, some memories cold. That's what makes leaving complicated in real life. You can miss a person and still know it wasn't right. Can't love me broken and blame me when I bleed. You can't call it passion if it never lets me breathe. I'd rather sleep single and wake up losing me. I'm too close to freedom to let lust bury peace. My body got attention, my mind wanted safety, my heart wanted patience, my spirit said save me. Temptation know my number, old habits know my street. But I'm learning, not every knock is her entry. Scripture said flee, so I don't debate fire. I can be fine and still protect desire. Sexy ain't sinful, but wisdom need a throne. I'm a woman, not a trophy, not a hallway to own. No, love me with honor or leave me with room. Speak with respect. Don't talk to the moon. I'm not hard to cherish, just harder to fool. I learned from the damage. Now I move by rule to the girl who stayed. Because sorry sounded clean, watch the pattern. Not the promise in between. To the one who thinks single mean failure. No man, sometimes alone is where God rebuilds the plan. I'm not bitter, I'm better at choosing access. Better at reading charm wrapped around madness. Skrill it up, cute smile, grown boundaries, clear view. Can't love me broken, love me whole. I move through. Take me as I am. 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 Not the polished version. Not the strong face hiding all the hurting. You know what I carry when nobody sees. You know what still wrestles inside of me. I ain't bringing trophies. I'm bringing scars. If grace got room, Lord, hear my heart. Some days I feel powerful, some days unfinished. Some nights temptation still revisits my spirit. Not street corners calling, just old habits of thinking. Old fears resurfacing when faith starts shrinking. I know scriptures by memory, still battle with worry. Still fight overthinking when life get blurry. People see ministry, they don't see exhaustion. Don't see pressure building under composure. They call me anointed, I feel human. They call me chosen, I'm still growing through it. I don't want a fake strength for admiration. I want healing deeper than reputation. I remember nights questioning purpose itself, helping everybody else while neglecting myself. Listening to trauma stories inside beauty salons, trying to stay present while my own peace gone. Everybody thought Honey Dip had answers. Nobody knew Naomi carried silent disasters. I was smiling through it, nobody measured. Still thanking God through internal weather, but something changed. I stopped hiding weakness, stopped confusing surrender with spiritual weakness. Started learning God ain't waiting on flawless, He just asking broken people to be honest. I don't need another mask, I need mercy. I don't need applause, I need peace. I don't need religion watching me bleed. I need relationship teaching me breathe. So take the ambition, purify motive, take the pain, don't waste the story. Take every lesson hidden inside survival, turn my testimony into somebody's revival. I don't wanna lose myself chasing visibility. Keep me grounded when success starts tempting me. If you open doors, keep my soul protected. If you elevate me, keep my heart corrected. Honey dip, still street, still elegant, still sharp. But I'd rather keep your presence than gain the charge. So here's my truth with no backup plan. Lord, take me exactly as I am. Yeah.
All right, so we in the house. All right, man, I had a little break to get started, man. I'm already 28 minutes in. I'm going to come out here, see if I can get it going, get it cracking. So easy. Eyes so breezy. I'm hungry now. You know what? I feel like I could eat some more, you know what I mean? But I feel like I was doing too much eating in y'all face, you know what I mean? But ain't nobody really here right now, so we just kind of chilling, man. It was just the vibe, man. I'll tell you what, boy, I got my pajamas on. As soon as I came home from get my haircut, boy, I took my shower, put my pajamas on. I said, I'm going to do this live stream, and I'm going straight to sleep. I ain't even going to front, you know. So I wanted to get out here as early as I could, man, just because I feel like I'm sleep talking. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, if you have never tried the Italian sandwich from Domino's Pizza, man, I'm telling you, go get that joint right there. You go get it for about $9-10, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, it's going to be nice for you. Trust me. I started to get some McDonald's French fries, but I know how y'all be treating McDonald's out here. So. Man, I'm just saying, man, sometimes I do be wanting to go to McDonald's, but because I know what public opinion is about McDonald's, I'm good. I ain't gonna front though, man. Look, the Big Mac be on point. Man, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Just the French fries. It shouldn't be nothing wrong with just going to get you a little bit of French fries. You know what I mean? Get the medium. I'm just saying, man. So I wanted to put that out there for the people out there that is hating on McDonald's these days. They still got the best French fries. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I just felt like I was gonna come out here and I was gonna chill. I wanted to see if we had a little feedback from the live stream earlier. If we can keep the discussion going just a little bit further. I told people when I went to go get my hair cut, I was talking to my brother. He's a DJ, and man, he seemed like he didn't have nothing good to say about AI music. And I felt like with the conversation that we had earlier, I see that it is going somewhere else in the world, and regardless of what people are thinking out there, you do not need public opinion. You can actually go forward in doing that. And some of the stuff that he made a point about, I understood it, because he was just saying, just in general, for music in general in the business, it is just not good for the artist. That was what he kind of put to my attention. And if you're gonna have an artist or somebody out there in the business, you're gonna want to take that to the radio station, and you can't take AI music to the radio station. And he made that point clear. Just with program directors and the rest of that stuff, like they do not like that sound. And I gotta respect it, what I mean, because when it comes to the BDS, the broadcasting data system, now that made sense to me, what I mean, that it could detect certain things that it is not in the frequency, So I'm like, man, that's pretty heavy, So I asked him, do you think that AI would make a move and kind of have its own lane? And he said no, he doesn't think so. Like, it's cool for social media and stuff like that, and like stuff for what I do as far as creating for my own channel and stuff like that. He says, but as far as you know um you finding the next big artist like that, like he said, it's very impossible because so many people are doing it. He said saturated. And then he gave me an example about barbershop. What I mean? Like, he explained to me like he don't want to own his own barbershop just because it's so saturated. It's so many people do it. What I mean? That you have to find a way to stand out separately than the rest of the people that's doing it. And I understand that. And that's what anything what you're doing with creativity, with business, with doing anything you try to do professional. I could respect that. What I mean? So I started to just think, is there a lane for AI music? I don't want to say no. I believe that there's a lane that is starting to be created. Why? Because somebody might come with that next big thing. I think that it's an open platform right now for anybody. What I mean? For if you are creative, like, you could just step out there and just bring something different to the game. And I think that a lot of people out there are being creative. They're trying new things and stuff like that. And I think it's really amazing thing to keep busy. What I mean? If it's your hobby. Now, if you're going out there full time, I just always was told that there's really no money in radio. What I mean? And to me, this has always been radio. To get out here and talk to a live audience. If I was just not to have my video, what I mean, and not just have my audio, then it would feel more like radio to me. But this is more like television to me because we got the video. But again, I'm out here doing it live. This is happening right now, this very minute, where the chat can move, where people can be a part of the conversation, and it just, makes sense, and I just feel like these days and times, we don't truly watch television like we did when we were younger, what I mean, where there was actually stuff for us to watch. So now the content creator is getting out here. He's trying to, or she's trying to, entertain their audience, their friends, their supporters, what I mean? And I feel like that's a beautiful thing because I ain't saying I'm no celebrity or anything, and I ain't saying content creators are, but you never really get a chance to get to know the person that you are actually watching or stuff like that. What I mean? That you're interaction with. Let me see. I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year, August 28th. I want to buy land to start a business and build a house for me and my girlfriend. Man, that right there, that sound like good love right there. Early love is always the best love, man. I really don't want to speak against love, man. Love is a beautiful thing, man. If y'all can continue to be together and share that, I wish you the best, And as far as buying the land and stuff, you know what I mean. Like it's possible, it could be done. I seen it done, You just gotta just stick with your plan, and keep believing in it, walking in faith in it, plant your seeds, that's all it is. Speak life to it, see it before it happens, and you can actually have that thing happen. I'm gonna share this story just because my mom, when she was at one time looking to get married to somebody, right? And I can honestly say when she moved into her apartment, she had empty frames around it, and she would pray, and she would just believe, and she had faith, and all these different things. And I can honestly say when that man came, like he came prepared, you know what I mean, and it was because of her faith, So I will say, if you got that faith, man, just keep going with it, keep believing it, seeing it before it happens. We've been together since kids. Boy, look, just stay on the up and up, boy, cause look, man, sucks. Them long relationships, boy, that really takes work, And as long as y'all just respect each other and do by right with each other, man, it'll last forever. You know what I mean? You just gotta find a way to forgive each other for certain things, little things, big things, whatever. When it comes to life, you know what I mean. But a young love is really good. I ain't gonna front, you know what I mean. I'm gonna leave it alone though, cause I usually don't talk about relationships and stuff. I just man, look, I leave it alone. But I will say, it's a beautiful thing, especially when you have somebody to communicate with. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing, like the communication, boy. Look, keep that up. When you stop talking to each other, boy, look here. And when a woman gone, she gone. She gone. She might physically be there, but mentally she gone. She ain't there. You be there alone. You be wondering, well, why am I here? How did I get here? So you know how we go, oh, definitely. We never argue in anything. But I get you, boys. So them arguments, boys. Sometimes you get in a situation, boy, it seems like ain't nobody gonna forgive each other up in this joint. That's the hard part right there. It's forgiving, man. Like shucks. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, man. I praise the Lord, and I was thanking the Lord before I even started my live stream earlier today, the first one. Man, I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it feel like to hate on people or none of that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just see myself seeing somebody do something that they happy to doing, and you just sitting up there hating on it. You know what I mean? Why? Because you just got that in your heart. Like I love to see people successful, happy. You know what I mean? And us, able to go forward. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you, for me, I can't get it done without the love of Christ. I have figured it out in my life. You know what I mean? And I can honestly tell you, I struggle with it, but I try to bring him in everything I do. You know what I mean? Whether I'm doing by wrong or right, you know what I mean? I need him to be right there. He will reign on the just and the unjust. You know what I mean? So it's just like, um, I never want to be ashamed of the Lord. You know what I mean? So that's where I get my love from. You know what I mean? Like to keep on going and keep forward. You know what I mean? To find ways to forgive. You know what I mean? To work out differences and stuff. And I'm not just talking in a relationship. I'm talking in friendships. I'm talking to anything in life. When it comes with it. Like I ain't one that got the most experience, and I ain't the one that can give you the best advice. But I can tell you one thing. You know what I mean? For me, you know what I mean? If I wasn't able to include God in everything I do, well, I couldn't get it done. I'm not gonna put you in the spotlight like Kells. Don't worry. You see how you had me out there? Man, that joke was funny to me though, because I enjoyed actually working with him, you know what I mean? Because we've been wanting to work with each other for like 3 years, you know what I mean? That's what people don't know, the backstory of that. Before I took a break from YouTube. And I've been telling people, like, this is my last year. Like, I'm seriously probably going to just walk away from social media, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing it for so long, you know, even before the Tribulation Kids channel, you know, I spoke about it a lot, you know, and it's just like I done got to the point where I felt like I said it. I said enough. I said it all, you know what I mean? At least I got all that I wanted to say out over the years. Because if I would have held it in, you know what I mean, it would have been hard for me to go on forward in life. And I say that because back when the Kanika Jenkins case was out here, I was trying to find a panel that I could speak. And it was actually me and a friend, Uniquely Design. You know, shout out to Uniquely Design because sometimes she tune in when she at the shop. But if she see this video, you know what I'm saying, I just want to take it back to them days. But back then we wanted to say something to the people. We just wanted to be heard. You know what I mean? We didn't have a platform, no, none of that. And we seen how hard it was to get to a channel or someone's platform to actually speak. But I want to say, it was a dude back then, you know, he's still out here on these streets and he believed in the gospel, you know what I mean? He really strict about how he believed too, you know what I mean? I just want to say I will all due respect only because, but back in those days, his name was Chosen Few. I'm not even gonna say Chosen Few. It was just Chosen. He had a panel, and I waited in line to get up there to speak. You know, I ain't have a platform or none of that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say something to the people. And this is around the time that Kanika Jenkins was murdered, and they couldn't, you know, get any breaks in the case. You know, but to make a long story short, I finally got out of the line of waiting to finally speak that he let me speak. And I spoke passionate about how I felt, you know, about the state of the mind and the way the people were feeling in the days. And my main thing was you can't hide a killer. And a killer can't hide. You know, and I took it back to how it was for Cain. You know what I mean? He was marked. You know, it was no reason to investigate this. We know who killed Cain. I mean, who killed Abel. You know what I mean? And for me, it was just like I hated to see the way the people were acting for murder. You know what I mean? Like they want to find this dude today. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't hide. So anyway, I was passionate about what I was saying, and I was on his platform. You know what I mean? And somebody had heard me. You know what I mean? And she came up to speak after me. You know, and she was like, "That young man that just up here speaking." She said, "You keep speaking, and you don't stop speaking, even if they don't hear you. You speak." She said, "Because my dad was like that. You know what I mean? And he didn't have nowhere to speak, and he ended up dying with all that he had to say." You know what I mean? And look, it ain't gonna never be that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get out here and say something. Even if it don't make no sense. You know, if I could rewind it back and I could hear myself, you know, that's the main thing for me. You know, it's my growth. You know, I seen where I came from. Like a lot of people don't know where I came from, what I've been through, what I go through. The young dude was up in here earlier, you know what I'm saying? He taking out his little, you know, frustrations in the chat. Like, hold on now. That ain't how you get through it. That ain't how you get through it. You know what I mean? Now you can allow people to help you through it and be there with you. But you don't take it out on the people that's being there for you. Like it ain't none of their fault. You know, sometimes we put ourselves in our own situations. You know what I mean? And it's just like sometimes we overthinking stuff that we get so upset. And it's like I gotten to the point now with age. I'll be 50 in 1 year. You know what I mean? I got to the point with age where I can't see myself getting out there and getting upset about nothing. You know what I mean? Would I allow people to just keep on tapping at me to get me upset? Like, nah. You know, but it just in general, like, yo, I don't see myself getting angry like that. Why? I watch how people can't control their anger. I know what it feels like to be angry. I done been angry to the point before. It's like, yo, I never want to feel like that again. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, you never make changes within yourself until you want to make the changes, until you want to make the difference, or you see something within you that you want to change. Can't nobody change you. You know, you gotta be yourself. Like I don't want to change nobody. You know how many people wanted me to be somebody else or be something like somebody else or something like the person they want me to be. I found out the best thing in the world is for me to be me. I come out here and I get accepted for who I am and I chill like that. Like, yo, there's nothing in life for me to be happy doing what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? And people used to always tell me that it'll just come natural to you once you happy doing it. You know what I mean? And I done got to the point where I done got so happy doing this that I love meeting people. I love to actually get out here and laugh. I see myself laughing more on my live stream than I do in regular real life, and that's bad. Probably because most people don't entertain me, and I ain't out there trying to entertain people. In real life, I'm incognito. I'm quiet. You know what I mean? I'm just in the corner. I'm quiet to myself. Some people have the option to change, but they just don't say. They take it out on everybody and end up in the wrong. See, and I don't know. I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? Like when you can't make the right decision at that split moment. That's not for me. Like I never want to be out my mind. God has given me a sound mind. You know what I mean? Like when I'm going through certain things or when people put me through certain things, the one thing I'm saying is God wouldn't do that to me. You know what I mean? Like God wouldn't treat me like that. Like what on? That's you. That's what's in your heart. The Lord wouldn't do that to me. Like He loved me. Then you telling me you love me? That's your love? Hold on now. Now see, I just try not to get too personal. You know what I mean? Or too deep into my history and past and certain things. I try not to bring it all as my reality on what I'm creating. Like what I'm creating here, this is art to me. You know what I mean? Like this is a way you come to this to get away from where it is you're running from or where you're coming from or what's holding you back or what's your luggage and your little suitcases or your little baggage that you carry around. Where you want to put your baggage down, you want to sit down, you know, like I'm at a bus stop. That's how it feels to me sometimes. Like, man, I gotta watch my luggage while I'm still right here. You know what I mean? Because somebody might come up through, take my bags. You know what I mean? Anything about this, all I got. And my praise. And my praise. My praise is the one thing I got. As long as they don't take that from me, I'm good. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it is that, yo, this right here give me an opportunity to have my praise. I can come out here and say as much as I want to say, you know, and there ain't nobody here, that's cool. It'll give me time to take a break. I ain't got to come in the morning. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been producing that much, you know, that it's a luxury for me to live in the overflow, you know, where God has blessed me to just get out here and just easily make the content. You know what I mean? Brother, people there are not. Like, I don't be having nothing to talk about. I don't write nothing down. I don't got no subjects, none of that. And I still come out here and keep my attention the whole time because I watch it back, you know, and that's what I learned. Like, as long as I watch this joint back and I get something out of it, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me proud. It makes me happy to see myself engaging, you know what I mean? Because I could be one of those people or be like the person I once was while I isolate myself and stay away from people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a hard time doing that. I'm cool to just stay by myself. I'm cool to not deal with nobody. Why? Because I got trust issues like anybody else. I trust who I trust and I trust who I don't. You know what I mean? It's just what it is, you know, and it's just like being out here on social media, you know what I mean? Like you will come across a little bit of everything, you know, but I ain't never try to put myself out there to have an expectation about it. All I did was come out here to be myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I believe what I believe, and I ain't gonna stop that. You know, I've had a hard time making friends and keeping friends my whole life because of that. You know what I mean? Like I could turn people off real easy. You know what I mean? We up in the strip club. He talking about Jesus. Trying to pull him out. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. So let's see. Let's see. God blesses us with so many positivities in the gospel. to spread around everyone. God loves everyone and forgives those who spoke bad energy and cut them. For the word say, what he say, and every tongue that rises up against you. I don't know exactly how to take it there, but I know it does say every tongue that rises up against you. That's why I ain't never been one to fight back. Like, all right, put it in God's hand. Like, Lord, you see it. You know, and I done gave a testimony and something before I put it to God's hands, you know, and I was like, Lord, please don't let me act out, because if I act out, I don't know where I'm going to be at. And it could be that situation where the anger just takes me and I have no control of where I'm at. And I never want that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be up in the cell looking around like, man, how I get here? I ain't going to lie, I was in a situation like that before. Just think about it. I kind of was in a situation like that before. I don't never want to be up in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I think, oh no, I don't want to even talk about it. So anyway, you know, I just want to say in general, man, man, y'all please just use y'all full mind, you know, and y'all full potential to do great things. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta waste your time with stupid petty stuff that you don't have to waste your time with. I just want to say that. I want to keep him on the screen only because, man, he been with me right here. My new people's right here. Shout out to Kale's Universe, man. This is his people right here. You see, it's not worth the fight. Like you said, put it in God's hand. Boy, look here. Man, I just gotten to the point. Where's that fight gonna take me? To me, apologizing to you, and I know I ain't wrong. Like what? The fight to me is how I respond is how you will look at Christ. You know what I mean? Like I don't want you to say he snapped. You know what I mean? But yeah, he say he love God. Like it can't be one of those situations. Like you can't treat people any kind of way and say you love God. Like no, you know that bothers me only because man, I came from a leadership background. You know what I mean? Where the church was, they gonna love you through whatever you going through. They ain't gonna just turn their back on you. You know what I mean? Especially when you in a position where you crying out and your spirit is broke. You know what I mean? Like we need to get out here and build. There's some people out here going through some depression, going through some anxiety, going through all kinds of burdens that they don't need to carry. Especially when we can get out here and we can all, you know what I mean, put all our baggage somewhere and let the Lord carry that. Some of this stuff we just don't gotta carry. I just want to say that, you know what I mean, because I don't look forward to the future. Like I'm not thinking 10, 12 years from now. I'm thinking about right now, like today. How we gonna get through this today? So breezy, like you know what I'm saying? Like you see. But see what I do like, I do like doing the verticals because you be coming across all kinds of people going through stuff. You know what I mean? Some of them are all right. Some of them, man. Like Buddy who was in the chat, he said sorry, but continue to go out. And see, that's a big thing for me. Like if you really apologize and you sorry, stop. You know what I mean? Like don't pick it back up and keep doing it. That that's like sorry. Scott Incognito's in the house. It's always good to see you, Scott. Welcome back. Once you tame the ego, things bother you far less. Bird travels in the house too. What? Okay, checking in with the hammer and the honey. Tripster. Man, I really had some time to reflect on the last live stream. And I could tell you, I enjoyed the last live stream. I didn't get a chance to watch it all, but the little bit I did enjoy. My signal is trash. Yeah, but you know that's gonna come with the territory and the situation. You know what I mean? Until you decide what you want to do next, man. But I want to say shout out to you, and I'm glad you checked in. You always good, you know, to see you to let us know you safe. You know, let me know you safe. Straight up, my man Bird, yo, and he checked in with the hammer and the honey. Tell you, man, that hammer, man, we built it with the hammer, and that 100, we speaking truth with that. My man Scott Austin in the house. I'll start putting them all on the screen now. I was just saying if you check in with the hammer and the 100, you can get on the screen. But I'll start putting everybody up there. You know what I mean? What up, Trill? Man, I'm chilling, man. And I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm super tired, but today was a very productive day and a lot for me to think about. You know what I mean? Because now I can go back and I can watch this tonight and have something to watch. But um, I could debate if I want to come in tomorrow or later on in the evening. You know what I mean? I could treat tomorrow like a real free day. You know what I mean? So I will think about tomorrow, maybe coming out here and sharing a link and seeing if I can get some people up on the panel or not. You know, but I would have did it today, but I'm going to a graduation later, and then I need to take me a nap, and let alone, man, God, I'm just super tired as a lady, y'all. Like, it just seems like my head is just always spinning. I'm always thinking. I'm always producing. I'm always just writing. I'm always busy. You know what I mean? And I have been getting a little more rest these days. But Bert, like 3 years ago, I was telling you I was done then. When I tell y'all this is my last year, I'm so serious that this is my last year. You were so engrossed with Mr. Wiz earlier. Engrossed? Is that why you say? Yeah. It was deep to me, you know, because I feel like I ain't never really got personal publicly, you know what I mean, with the AI. Shout out to Maximum Satisfaction coming in through the door. Man, Max, she gonna get me in trouble, man. I just want to tell you that, man. They all be looking up in here to see if Max up in here, only because, man, he be trying to holler at every one of them that come through, man. Like, Max, come on, man. Shucks, they ain't gonna want to come through no more. So can you relax, Trip? Workaholic? I don't feel like I'm a workaholic. I don't get paid for this. I got a super headache. What you gonna do when you do not do YouTube? I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna play the PlayStation. You know what I mean? I will probably try to vlog, but I was thinking to myself, I've been vlogging like the last couple of days, like just trying before my live stream, and I'm telling you right now, it's not for me. I really realized it yesterday. I said, you know what? This vlogging is just not for me because I want to go live and just keep the live. It's just I don't want to do all the extra work that comes with this stuff. And then that's what I'm saying in general. Like I'm just at the point we say, I hear you. I hear you on that. I've been working every day, tired, but I push through grinding because you making money. It's different. You see what I'm saying? Like this ain't got no 401k. This ain't got no retirement plan. This ain't got no pension. This ain't got none of that. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, and I'm already. I don't want to get too heavy into it, but I'm just saying in general, my job making us work Saturday and Sunday because WR had Monday off. Who was WR? WR. Wasn't it a holiday on Monday? Oh, we had, but yeah, you had the holiday off. Yeah, you gotta get back up in that work. Why you take up golf? Will you take up golf? I had back surgery, so you know I have to be kind of careful with the little, you know, jerks and stuff. Pause. But. I don't think it's my thing. It's hot out here. You know what I mean? I don't know, Scott. But it could be on my bucket list. You know, I don't mind it. Flower arranging. Man, I don't like bees, man. I think flowers come with bees. Oh my God. Bridge? Cards? No, I'm straight. I'll be back up in here trying to work again. If that's the case, out here playing cards. Oh, man. trips. You should do some barbecue videos. Cooking. I could get out there and show y'all a little something, little special recipes and stuff. Have a little kickback. Real barbecuing. At a park or something, or in the backyard or something. I could do all that stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm telling you, man. Like this last year, man, it's gonna be the time to think about it, cause in the end, I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, y'all. I told Bird 3 years ago, you know what I mean, when Bird left us in the first place. He left before I did. I just want to say that. I told him, I said, man, come on, Bird, don't leave me out here. Auntie Grace was leaving. Then Umbeck got a job. Like, man, y'all all leaving. I was out here by myself. I'm just going to keep it. I said, I got to go pick up a trade. I got to give me a job, too. Like, I started feeling like everybody was moving on, getting a job. I needed to go get a job, too. But I was in an accident in 2006, and I've had multiple back surgeries since then. So I haven't worked in over 20 years. I just want to say that. April 27th, 2006, you know what I mean? I just had 20 years of me not. And I'm not out here bragging like, oh, I work. No, I want to work. That's the thing. It's a big difference, But I would rather work for myself. Like if this was something I could build as a multi-empire, you know what I mean? To feed my family, feed other families, to create content, create television, create radio, create music, create merchandise, apparel, whatever it is, like if the name was able to do something eventually in life and I was able to promote it and I was able to actually grow with it and have endorsements and have like people really trying to get me a part of their program or they're part of their production and they pay me for television, I would do that. You know what I mean? But if I could put myself in a position to write my own movies, I've always wanted to make like Netflix originals. Like that's what people don't know about me. Like I want to write movies. I want to write scripts. I want to make, like movie videos, like movie music, kind of like how a hip hopper was, like I feel like I could write anything, and I feel like it's just the story of what I've got to write and continuing to keep the characters and keep it going. That's why when y'all hear me talk, I say I really would like to see the story keep going. Like, don't just give me a movie and you stop it, but this is stuff I've been, dreaming or wanting to do, like my whole life after music. Like rap has always been something that was on the back burner for me. It was a way to get me in the door to do something else I wanted to do, but I want to write movies, I want to be able to go out and talent scout. I want to find talent. I want to be able to bring certain individuals together to create a show, sitcoms, it's so much stuff I just feel like I can do and I still would like to do. But I feel like one thing for me is I'm a live streamer. I get out here and I live stream. And I knew once I start live streaming, I'm not going to have time to do things behind the scenes. That's why I would love to work with people that do these things behind the scenes where I wouldn't have to go out here and try to do it all by myself. But because I can do so many different things by myself, it does make it complicated for me to do one thing. And that's one thing that's good for me is that my nephews will be over here this summer where I could actually sharpen their skills and get them involved in doing stuff with the production and getting them involved into music and making what it is that they would like to make for the future that we may create a new sound. Shout out to my man Kahana coming through the door, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all time. It's always a blessing to have you here when the UK is in the house and when overseas is in the house, when Bird is in the house, it's always a blessing to see you guys. I just want to say that I'm gonna do this live stream, and after this live stream, I probably will come back around this time tomorrow. It'll probably be about this time, unless I have stuff to do for graduation, parties and dinners and stuff like that. Like the family really want me chilling. I'm not lucky. I'm just lazy. Shoot, you talk about. Look, Scott, I cut so much out of my life, and anything else is a crappy life. Well, Kahana, I agree, Max. If you are baseline, only way is up now. Baseline. Whoa. That's the way. That's like saying flatline, ain't it? Baseline is supposed. I'm showing the next one is flatline. Shucks. Let's see. We got the watermelons in the chat. You know, Kahana don't claim the watermelons no more. Pause. I don't know what happened. He was the watermelon man. I don't know what happened. Kahana, I actually saw you in a dream. Riding a horse. God knows what that means. Max, huh? Man, don't ask him if you had clothes on. That's a UK dream. Oh my God, that's so funny to me. Oh man, I'm tired, man. I really am, and I feel like my allergies has been kicking my butt too. But again, I will not be here tomorrow for the 8:15, only because I just decided I'm not gonna come in at 8:15. But I will come in around this time tomorrow, and I'll be willing to put the link out in the chat to get people up on the live stream. Now, if don't nobody come and hang out on the live stream, I'm cool with that too, because y'all know how I get. I would just like to just have my own live stream and don't nobody mind, but you know, I share it. Only because they think I'm salmon. They think I don't be sharing. Let's see, we don't Gadar. Hold on. Where's the Gadar? Hold on, where's the Gadar? Hold on. Can you play the guitar? Gadar? Can you play that? Pause. I'm just. I try to join your panel. Shout out to Also Breezy. That's what's up, man. Yeah, if you would like to tomorrow, man. And I'm gonna come about this time tomorrow, just because. Pause, man. Just because it didn't sound right. Man, I'm gonna do the live stream probably about this time tomorrow. Gaydar. No, I didn't want to say the whole word, but God, dog. Oh my God, man, that's so funny to me. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh, man, I can't stand it. Guitar. Oh my God, Gadar is not in his radar. Nah, brother, you know what I mean? That's the same something I'm working with. Blow it like a typhoon. Man, come on, man. My man shed my light upon darkness is in the house. He checked in with a link, man. Let's go see what Shed My Light got going on over here. Support my homeboy if y'all don't mind. Team shit. Oh Lord. I don't think it was necessary for you to come up in here with the team shit. I'm just saying. Yo, y'all crack me up, man. Y'all seriously crack me up. Listen, Gaydar, them lollipop. Man, y'all better leave. I got some more of them joints right here too, but I ain't gonna do it again on the live stream because it seems like it bothers some people. This my Uncle Eric singing and playing keys, Rip Unk. Shout out to Shed My Lights Unk. Appreciate you, Ron, for sharing that. Cause I was on it. It says Psalms. It says Psalms something. I was just on that joint. I wonder if we could. You think we could play it? We probably gonna get in trouble though. It's gonna definitely strike me. Let's see, you got the playlist up in that joint though. Let me pin that joint. Why won't let me do that joint? Let's see. Somebody said something in the chat real quick. There you go. And pin. Man, I'm telling you. Hey yo, Eric B, man, look. I was just telling him, man. I ain't gonna make it for the 8:15. I just can't do it, man. I'm tired right now. You know, after this live stream, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. But for the 8:15, I won't make it tomorrow. But I'll be here about this time tomorrow, and if anybody would like to join the live stream, I'm gonna be giving out the link tomorrow, and that way, y'all will know ahead of time. That even if you're not gonna join, if you can make it here, it would be cool. Just because, man, like what's gonna happen when that link come out. Now I need y'all up out here, man. Like, man, we might have to scrap. I'm just saying, man. Look, Trill said. Man, what do I do? Come on, man. Set my light. Come on, mate. I've been trying to be on my best behavior, you know what I mean? And I ain't been doing nothing wrong. Listen, I saw a video last night, a chimpanzee playing with. Do y'all understand? Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all don't understand that, do y'all? Eric B, you see, it ain't me. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Eric B, look, this is what I'm saying. Tomorrow I'll be out here about this time tomorrow, and I'll put out the link, and we'll chill, and we'll do a little kickback, you know what I mean? But I ain't staying up late tomorrow night. It saved my life. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Man, see, Khan be doing his own thing, man. I'm just saying. What he looking at that for, man? Like, I don't be looking at stuff like that, like him and Max. I'm telling you, man. I gotta stop hitting this laugh button because I got a headache. I do. Well, totally natural. Okay, now check this out. Shut my light, so check this out. So when I went to get my haircut just a little while ago, me and my brother started talking, and my brother is a DJ, and he has been on the radio, for many years, between him and my father, right? So I figured, well, since we have been talking about AI and music, I was curious to know his take and how he felt about AI and music. And my brother, he don't like it. He just doesn't. He told me that he does not think that AI music will ever get any play on the radio. He says when it comes to the BDS, he says AI music does not have the correct sound for radio music. He said he does not think that it will be big enough to actually make it to radio. And then he says him as a DJ, he said he will not play AI music in a club. Not because of the sound, not because it's AI. He said people are not familiar with the record. So that I was listening. I thought the take was very interesting because people are not familiar with the record. He won't play it. But he said, "See." But I will say, he did mention the BDS. Now the broadcasting data signal. You know what I mean? And that and it made sense to me because when I first had my first album, he wouldn't play my record. You know what I mean? Because of that particular sound. He says that you could probably put AI music into BDS and it will detect that it is not authentic. I had to pass the word, you know what I mean, just to put it out there in the atmosphere to let you guys know, you know what I mean, that he was saying it's cool, for social media. He said TikTok and stuff like that. He says, but as far as can you actually become the next big artist with AI music, he was saying like he don't see it even having its own lane. He didn't automatically knock it, but he knocked it. He said, you know what I mean? Like basically you keep that on TikTok. He said it's oversaturated. He said so many people do it. He said if it made it that easy for people to come to the radio station and give them a hit song, he said you'll have people lined up outside trying to get their song played. He said the radio stations ain't gonna play that. And he called it mess. They ain't gonna play that mess. Facts. I just wanted to just bring that up into the open because like I said before, I'm on the fence. And because I'm hosting the situation, I felt like it would be good to add that into the topic, you know what I mean? But hearing it from a DJ's perspective, I was really interested in hearing what he said, especially being that him being a DJ, he would not play the record. Now, I thought that was a little bizarre. Reset your brain. Watch National Geographic's TV. Let's see, the real needed conversation. That's a real needed Well, I'm just saying, I'm gonna eventually keep asking people, and I might just start doing my vlog. Like, let me ask you this, because then I ain't got to do it very long. But you know what I mean, I can then put something out. I might just do that. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter was, I had a chance to sit and talk to my brother about it. You know what I mean? And I never had a chance to ask him. You know what I mean? I was just curious to know. So I did want to mention how you feel about that 70-year-old man, woman passing in the coffee shop. I didn't see the information on that. You need a sparkle of everything to be successful. What is success though? I mean, like, what are you trying to be successful in? Like, we talking about being successful in music? Because my mentality was not that I could be successful in music, but I could. Okay, just like this. Let me finish the conversation with my brother. He was saying, well, record companies, they strip their artists. He was basically saying the artist is not getting nothing. Like, you get, he used it like this. He said the artist is getting pimped. And I said, and then he says, and most radio stations are not getting, I mean, most record companies are not getting their radio played on the radio station. Now, where we started to go with that conversation is, I said there's a loophole in it to getting your radio station. I mean, to getting your songs played on the radio with AI music. Even though radio station, main radio, because the main radio station for a DBS is for the broadcasting data center station. What its job is to do is to report the song for publishing or whatever. Like, that's how you're gonna get your copyrights. That's how you're gonna get your royalties. You know what I mean? Is it got to be reported? Well, if record companies cannot do that for AI artists, this is what AI artists can do. You can always publish your music. I just want to say that you can publish your music. You can become your own distribution. I say this all the time. You can become your own distribution. You can sell your stuff. As soon as you go to distribution, it's going to put it up on all music platforms. Now, what people don't know, and I shouldn't get this out, but I'm going to give it out because you have to pay every month. You know what I mean? Because I already started doing it before. I already have a radio station, Tribulation Radios, on 365 Live. You can go and put AI music on 365 Live, have all your songs registered within ASCAP. You can even still have it at your own distribution on all music platforms. But you are the one that controls what is going on at your radio station, that you can put your stuff on that radio station, pay every month, have your songs in rotation, and get people there. Now, if you have an audience there that stays at the radio station, that's listening to the music, over time, you can get the report from that radio station that you created and get your royalties through ASCAP. That's why I tell people it is very important to get your ASCAP and register your work. I just want to say that. I've been a member of ASCAP since like 2004. I think I paid $50 or $100, become a writer and a composer. I have my paperwork. Every song I ever produced, every song I've ever wrote, everything I have I put it in the registry of ASCAP. You know what I mean? Where now the song is copyrighted. You can't just steal the art. I just want to say that only because you can actually get your royalties and you can actually provide the future for yourself, you know what I mean, and doing what you're doing with music. So I don't want people to think, oh, you can't make no money in doing that. Oh, yes, you can. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. You can't. Let me see. Trips. She got into a fight with a worker because they got her order wrong. And that's what we was talking about earlier with anger. You know what I mean? Some people just get to a point where they cannot control their anger. Now, how did she die? Was she attacked, or did she get to just panic attack? Shout out to my man BGP. We got people coming into the live stream. We appreciate every one of y'all in the house. Let's see. I said success is achieving a goal matters to you, right? How did she die? Heart attack? Shed. She could have just walked away. So she did something to herself in this situation. Let me know. What up, everybody? BDB in the house. Man, I love having a spot, yo. My people just come up in this joint and chill. And when I started this joint, I didn't even know who was gonna be there, how many people, you know what I mean, all that, you know what I mean. And I just been out here chilling, and I ain't been paying attention to the time, and I'm already almost at 1 hour and 30 minutes. You know, that's a luxury of having your own. Like, don't nobody tell us when to stop. Don't nobody tell us when to start. We right now, if we want to do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like, I love that part about it. Now, if we let the commercialism come and wash us down, and they start endorsing us, and they start doing stuff, we're going to have to start doing what they want us to do. We need people to come up in here wanting to be down with us. You feel what I'm saying? The productions and all the rest of the people. Come get down. Get down and lay down. Y'all remember that? For all my people out there, what was the joint? Get down and lay down. God, dog. I know I ain't got no state property. There you go. Somebody in the house. Yeah, I'll get ready to say I ain't got no movie critics out there, but BDB is in the house. Yes, sir. Anyone arrested? Is it a situation like a big shout out to Anointed Glow? Hello, hola to you too as well. Shout out to Anointed Glow, my friend right there. Y'all don't mind saying something to her. Yo, please don't push up on her. Please, y'all. God damn, man. Let me see. I'm super tired. I ain't going front, man. I got 9 people in the house. We chilling. We starting to build up. You know, it's starting to be a gathering for the weekend. Like, we all get Mr. Fishing is in the house. Like, what? Mr. Fishing twice in one day? What you been doing? You bored? You going fishing this weekend? I need to come out there and go fishing with you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not showing the blinky unless I'm going to use it. See, I need to find out exactly what is going on with this case because it seemed like it got y'all attention. And if it's something that we can look into, like, we should look into it. You know, we are in the StreamYards and we can actually do it. Does somebody got a link? Let's check it out. Might as well, like, yo, this is what we got the StreamYards for. Come on, y'all, find the stuff. Where's my assistant at? He need to be up here with this. Look, what case? Look, man, I guess something had happened. What was it? It was at a fast food restaurant, and an older lady eventually had passed out or died. We don't know exactly what happened, but to get the information, it does seem like we got us a case we can get into. You know what I mean? At least it has some. Look, what's up, BDB? Oh, Anointed Glow saying what's up to you, BDB? Chillin. Anybody else know about the information? We get out here and get to learn some. No, I'm responding to Kahana's situation. Okay, what situation she got? Let me know, Kahana. You didn't mean to come out there with the bleaky. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That, it was a coffee shop. You got the link? Oh boy, she really does spark Spanish. Happy to know that annoying. Oh Lord, come on, UK. She ain't gonna want to come up in here and be around y'all, man. Let's see, trips. We still gotta solve the case regarding that. BDB, you ain't no good. You ain't no good, man. I told you I'm tired, man. Quit playing. Oops. Did I go being petty? Man, I ain't messing with y'all no more, man. Like, that's why I ain't coming tomorrow at the 8:15. I'm good. No, I can't wake up like this every morning that y'all come up here playing. Way too much. If it ain't BDB, it's Shed. If it ain't Shed, it's Maximum Satisfaction. If it ain't Maximum Satisfaction, it's Scott Scooty. If it ain't Scott, it's Kahana. coming out here. You see how he came out here to chat early? Oh my God. I can't do this no more, man. This is my last year anointed. I just need you to know ahead of time. Like, look, they asked me, why is this my last year? I can't do this no more. I just can't, man. Like these dudes right here. And then when they all group up and together and get to, oh Lord. And when they start agreeing with each other, oh man, this bad. I'm mixed. My mom's Hispanic. My dad's black and Spanish. Look, y'all, come on, man. Anointed, please don't fall for it, please. Lord have mercy, man. Come on, man. Oh my God, look, I ain't right, but I definitely ain't wrong neither, man. Trips, next time we see him on YT Streets, we gonna tell him you either get down or you lay down. BDB, yo, you got a whole lot of hostility in you today, boy. You know, the last couple days, something ain't been right, man. Come on, man. Oh my God, let me take this chat off the screen just in case, man. Oh man. BDB out here thugging it. No, man, come on, man. That joke funny to me, but I got a headache, boy. I feel like I got a shaking baby syndrome. My hair hurt. Look, are you talking? What are you talking about? None, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher always knowing something going on. Man, I would tell you the funniest thing out here on YouTube to me that I will never forget. When I first really got out here, you know, there was a dude out here. He used to look out for me, you know what I mean? Like he'd come through, he'd drop the likes, he'd come through, he'd bring the ninjas, you know what I mean? And I have a whole bunch of people in the chat. And this particular day, it was like 300 people up in the chat. Boy, I was chilling, right? Check this out. Mr. Fisher was there too, right? We all looking in. Between Mr. Fisher and Rick One Ball, boy, that joke was funny as I don't know what. So what happened was, I'm talking to 300 some people. Eric, I'm talking about this the highest I'm out here talking to these people. And I'm brand new out here, right? 300 and some people, 323. And then I still wanted to show them the love of Jesus. Like, you know, I still said something like, I got 300, I got hype, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter was, we knew they was ninjas. It was 300 some people, but it still looked like it was about 10 or 12 people up in here. But the funny thing was, we were looking at the thumbs up. So when I stopped the live stream, man. I'm telling you, man, that joke had like 529 likes, and it had more likes than it had the views, right? I'm talking about the video looked encrypted. I'm talking about it looked crippled. And the likes have more likes than it had views. And here come Mr. Fisher. Here come Mr. Fishing out of nowhere in the comments. I was at that live stream. It was not that many views and likes there. Like, why is it too different? Like, he brought highlight to it as well. Man, look. Rick One Ball called me up. He said, Trip, tell Ryan don't come to my channel. That joke is so funny to me because that was the funniest thing I ever seen out here, boy. If y'all see, I think I still got the video. I'm sure I still got the video. You know what I mean? I had a bunch of likes on that joint. Boy, the views is not to the same total. Lord. BDB, don't blame Trip. Yeah, you see how he doing? You that's all him. They ain't got nothing to do with it. No, breezy, people. I don't know if I want to read this. Man, BDB, man, you gonna get me pulled into some mess, man. Breezy, people keep talk about me, knowing I don't bother nobody, and I'm just trying to be a child of God. But my silly side keeps telling me a little pettiness won't hurt. He found his hobbies. Just JP, who is just playing? Is that what JP means? Just playing? Oh my God! Clearly, look, only had 8 likes right now, and they 10 people up here. They don't care about me, man. I'm telling you, I feel like the dude that came in the live stream earlier. This dude came up in here full of anxiety, like he was depressed. You know what I mean? And he was taking it out on my new friend, So Breezy. Like, man, hold on now, man. That joke, we had to get rid of him, man. Look, did Jesus not say, "Be like children"? Scott. You know. Once you open up the conversation, Scott, hold on, Scott. I ain't messing with BDB. They try to chew me up on here, devil throwing attacks, but God won't let the devil get away. Look, I know that's right, boy. Y'all up in there, the chat be up in there having a good time, man. I'll be telling y'all, man. Sometimes I'll be wanting to go in there in the chat and hang out with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I did a level in Bible. I know. Yeah, you told us about that. If y'all don't mind hitting the link, you know what I mean, that's Shed cousin, you know what I mean, but we got Shed on the link right now, because Shed don't usually come up in here sharing links, so we want to make sure we hit that joint. You know what I mean? Kahana wants the channel number. I can't find it. What's the channel number? I can't find it. Anointed. I know how it feels. I've been there too. And there, but they hate us because they ain't us. Man, you know what, man? It's 10 people up here, man. You know what? Y'all ain't finna get me involved in no mess, man. I'm just saying, man. I ain't ready to get me involved in no mess. Let me go get some ice, though.
Daddy preach certainty. I carry questions quietly. Father's sermon, daughter's questions. Same household, different perspective. You taught faith, I search connection. God used distance to rebuild understanding. Yeah. Sunday morning smell like preparation. Press closed, coffee brewing, sacred obligation. Daddy studying messages behind closed doors. Young Naomi studying emotional undertones. I admire strength, misread exhaustion. Didn't understand ministry pressure dimensions. Saw discipline, didn't always recognize burden. Youthful perspective, processing fragments imperfectly. I had questions difficult to verbalize. Questions that felt dangerous to articulate. Questions about pain, questions about silence, questions about why good people still carry violence. I wanted dialogue deeper than expectation. Wanted room for spiritual investigation, not rebellion, not disrespectful intention. Just a young mind seeking authentic comprehension. Sometimes children need explanation, not assumption. Yeah. Years later, healing shifted interpretation. I saw sacrifice through mature observation. Saw fathers carrying invisible responsibility. Saw ministry families balancing vulnerabilities. Now I honor complexity differently. Grace expanded emotional literacy. Father's sermon, daughter's questions. Both help shape Naomi's direction. Don't mistake compassion for weakness. I know scriptures and survival instincts. Difference. Church girl intense. Bible verses with ambition. Sharp tongue, warm heart, discipline, intuition. I learned kindness without surrendering discernment. God gave me softness. Life sharp in judgment. Yeah. I can quote Psalms, navigate tension professionally, read motives quickly, move strategically. Virginia taught awareness beyond conversation. Church taught forgiveness beyond retaliation. People expect categories, simple explanations. Life gave Naomi layered navigation. I prayed over chaos, wearing designer fragrance. Counseled hurting souls hiding behind entertainment. I don't fit stereotypes comfortably. Faith made me thoughtful, pressure made me hungry. Street environments, refined observation. God refined intention, different calibration. Church girl intense. Symbolic contradiction. Grace inside backbone, wisdom inside friction. I know what manipulation sound like early. Know what insecurity disguises certainty. Learn boundaries through uncomfortable lessons. Learn loyalty without abandoning discretion. I can encourage, still hold accountability. Love deeply, maintain emotional clarity. Honey dip move grounded through complexity. Not hard for image, structure through necessity. You don't gotta lose tenderness to survive difficult seasons. So if somebody listening, balancing multiple worlds, no God understands layered girls, no authenticity, don't weaken conviction, no elegance and grit can coexist differently. Church girl in the house, man. Appreciate all language.
Appreciate y'all.
Faith walking confidently through changing landscapes.
I ain't even seeing the chat. Let me put it back on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna play the whole song. I'm about to get back into this chat. Amen.
Heels in the sanctuary.
Lots of people, man.
Grace in my vocabulary.
And
Sharp mind, soft heart, still extraordinary.
Like that Fat Joe song.
I don't dim femininity to prove spirituality. God met me beautifully, not impersonating anybody. Yeah. Lip gloss shining, Bible highlighted, elegant presence, still spiritually grounded. I done heard people confuse modesty with invisibility, as if womanhood threatens sacred identity. Nah, God gave beauty to confidence, to intellect, to creative truth. I don't gotta minimize softness to sound anointed. Don't gotta erase style to feel appointed. Honey dip still refined, still city polished, still move professional without losing conscience.
11 people in the house, man. Straight up, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, church culture sometimes struggle with complexity. Want women boxed inside predictable aesthetics, but God used authenticity powerfully. Realness reaching community strategically. I can pray fierce, dress fly, lead gracefully. Encourage young girls towards self-worth faithfully. Teach substance deeper than surface validation. Teach character stronger than outside admiration. Heals in the sanctuary, symbolic energy, whole identity entering spiritually. No fragmentation, no divided presentation. Naomi learning integrated liberation. God didn't ask me to disappear. He asked me to surrender. Difference. So I stand comfortably inside design. Beautiful, thoughtful, purpose aligned. Not performing rebellion, not chasing approval. Just honoring God without shrinking was truthful. If somebody listening, wrestling, identity, confusion. No holiness, ain't personality. Removal, honey dip, Virginia daughter. Faithful expression, walking conviction through authentic reflection. Heels in the sanctuary. Beautiful burden. Go wrapped around pressure. Strong outside, inside, learning better. Calling God, wait when your heart moves genuine. God gave the gift. money stewardship. Talent look glamorous from audience distance. Nobody see discipline, feed, and persistence. Nobody see spiritual exhaustion backstage, trying to protect light inside noisy days. People expect certainty from gifted women. Confidence outside, inside still mending. They celebrate influence, ignore responsibility. Don't know anointing requires stability. I carry conversations nobody hears publicly, counseling broken souls while rebuilding internally. Someone is purpose, feel inspiring. Someone is assignment, feel tiring. Yeah, I used to confuse availability with servanthood, giving pieces away beyond healthy boundaries. Trying to rescue everybody hurting around me. Meanwhile, neglecting restoration profoundly. God taught wisdom different than overextension, helping people.
Okay. I gotta get back in this chat. Kahana, man. I don't know, man. You gonna get us in trouble, man. I'm like, man, I don't know about that one right there. Only because, man, Kahana not feeling the chat room. But after watching these slippery dolphins and slippery whales mate in the water, I ain't getting the salt water anywhere close to my mouth. Connor, it's good. Protein. Man, I can't be reading this stuff, man. For real, man. Y'all are something else, man. I should have just kept on the music because this right here, boy. I appreciate y'all, man, for y'all time and just y'all, feeling comfortable to chill. You know what I mean? Like, it does feel good to have a spot, where, people actually can come and actually just really, really, really feel like they can be themselves. I ain't trying to change nobody, but I just want everybody to feel comfortable. This is a safe spot, you know what I mean? And, as far as, the people that do come in here, like, just please, y'all, just don't try to talk to every female coming through. There's a couple of y'all out there, I'm just saying, like, man, y'all talking to you just because, man, come on, man. But, it's a blessing, you know what I mean, just to have y'all come through and chill. Has a lot of, see, and y'all talking a lot, y'all saying a lot, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sleepy. In my head, I'm telling you, man, it feel like somebody doing like this to it, and I do want to sit out here and be live a little bit longer, but, man, I did 2 hours earlier, 2 hours right now. That's 4 hours. I'm not coming in tomorrow at 8:15. I need to say that again. I don't want to ask no questions about that one in the chat, only because, boy, that one right there seems suspect. Zesty! Man, I might have to walk away on this one, man, because
Shit in a race of preservation. Ministry ain't self-destruction, wearing noble clothing. Purpose need rhythm, breathing room, emotional focus. That lesson matured Naomi significantly. Strength became softer, still authoritative. Lord, teach balance, teach patience, teach discernment. Protect tenderness inside ambition. I move intentional, still loving, still reachable, still kingdom-minded, still deeply teachable. But I guard energy with spiritual precision. Protect peace like sacred supervision. Beautiful burden. I accept the calling, not because I'm fearless, because heaven kept drawing. Honey dip carrying.
Don't be like that, Shan. Don't be like that. Give me a minute. I'm still here. We're going to talk about it. Only because. I'm blasting my music loud. Hashtag shit. You try to hate on the sound. Just get this song one chance.
Packaged inside compliments. I learned pain can arrive. Looking successful. God opened my eyes. That lesson changed everything. He walked like certainty, talked like provision. Power in his posture, control in his vision. At first it felt safe. Safe can be seductive, especially when your heart's still carrying unfinished subjects. Money everywhere, rooms full of influence. Fast life moving under glamorous illusions. But I know the shadows behind celebration. Addiction changing personality foundations. Eyes different, energy heavy, peace missing. Love turning conditional unexpectedly. And because church roots lived inside my memory, my spirit recognized warfare immediately. I'm not demonizing broken human beings. I'm talking bondage hidden underneath things. Talking trauma untreated, pride undefeated, pain self-medicated until souls depleted. I watch somebody disappear while standing present. Watch poison slowly alter their essence. Try loyalty, try prayer, try to understand it. Learn sometimes love needs healthy boundaries standing. That lesson caused tears, confusion, sleepless thinking. But God used heartbreak to sharpen discernment. Not every open door leads somewhere sacred. Not every strong feeling deserves agreement. Wisdom taught me anointing needs protection too. Now I move different, not fearful, aware, not judgmental, prepared, still compassionate, still believing healing possible. But I refuse confusion disguised as impossible love. Honey, dip, group wiser through uncomfortable truth. Grace don't cancel boundaries, faith don't cancel proof. So if somebody hearing is stuck inside cycles, no God can rebuild with manipulation, dismantle. Demons wear cologne. I survived that chapter. Not only Elise, walking with clearer standards.
All right, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to play a little bit of some of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not really asking for public opinion because I'm gonna put it out there when it's time to put it out there. Believe it. Shout out to my man Grismatically Clever is in the house as well. Shout out to him. Shout out to Scott Scotty Incognito's in the house. Shout out to Anointed Glows in the building. BGP's in the house. I mean, Shed up in this joint. I mean, we up in here chilling, you know what I mean? And I'm telling y'all, man, I was sitting up here thinking, man, I'm going to start doing later live streams where people ain't going to be so busy. And we're going to get out here. We're going to try to kick the same vibe. You know, so tomorrow I won't be coming in live at 8:15. I'm going to try to come in around this time tomorrow, and then I'm going to try to do a later one as well tomorrow. And then we'll get back out here early in the morning for the Sunday study. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not asking you guys to be at none of it. You know what I mean? But if you got time and you don't have nothing to do tomorrow, we're going to start chilling. You know what I mean? And if we got to start doing it on Saturday nights as well. Yeah, see, and the last time I did that, Scott, it will late for you. You know what I mean? I say it was like 5 o'clock my time. It's going to be probably like 3 o'clock in the morning for you. I think that's what it was last time. And you had to go to work and you still try to come by and hang out. But you know what I mean? I do appreciate when you guys do come by, you know what I mean? But I really can't take all y'all time, you know what I mean? But just for y'all to want to be in the house and chilling, you know, I'm hoping that you guys get to know each other and we just kind of just vibe this year, you know what I mean? Like this is my last year, but I want this to be a fun year. You know, I don't want to get out here and make it so serious. You know, I want us to laugh as much as we can, smile as much as we can. But when we have discussions, you know what I mean? I like when you guys get involved. You know what I mean? If we do open panels, I like when you guys get involved. And then when it comes down to like, you know, like special cases and stuff that's going on in the world, like I seen something in here that had pretty much everybody's attention. Like, what's going on? What's going on? We could look into stuff like that, you know what I mean? And we could do these type of things. Like, that's what we're here for. So, you know, I want y'all to just feel like this is y'all channel as well. Like, we are a network, we a team. We're going to start to build. We're going to start to grow. You know, if you guys got ideas, bring your ideas, you know what I mean? If you want to start pushing some of the stuff you want to start doing, if you got old ideas that you just felt like you couldn't get off the ground, like what ChatGPT said earlier made sense to me. Like, yo, let's get them old ideas that never made sense and make them make sense now. You know what I mean? So, oh, yeah, BDB. To go Grizz right there. I mean, Grizz to go BDB. You know what I I mean? Look, somebody send me Maximum Satisfaction beats. Max gonna have to send it like, man, come on, Max, what's up, man? You gotta be a part of the unit when we doing these things. Let's see, how can you talk about quitting when you now have this momentum? Man, well, we'll see what it looks like this time next year, but I could just say for right now, you know what I mean, I'm good. Like I really need to take a break and just sit down and chill. Get myself right, get my walk right, get my life right. I still gotta get myself together to pace in life. So the momentum I need really is in life, you know what I mean? So it would be me getting myself together, man. Like I don't know what the year has in store for me, you know, but hopefully we can make it through that year. Let me just say that, Trips, you missed my question, fam. Scroll back up. Let me see. Last year I rebuked that. Trips, is that offer still available to do that diss track? Cause I got a song called "I'm Sorry MMM." Kahana, can you talk to PDB? Only because, man, like you trying to get me in some stuff out here, man. My last year, man. I ain't had nothing to do with it, man. It seemed like we gonna get some backlash out of that one. Yeah, let me go back and read it too, Kahana. Like, man, look, Grizz, can you help BDB? Like, seriously, man. Like, Grizz like stuff like this. I need you to know. Boy, you should have heard Grizz reaction, boy, behind the scenes. I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, let me stop being petty. Yeah, man, cuz, man, we trying to get out here and spread the love, man. Look, help him out. I help him out. I know, that's what I'm saying. I want you to be careful, though, PDB. Boy, shucks. It's gonna get serious if Grizz helping you now. That's what I do know. Look, y'all quitting a year before you quit. It's hardly rage quitting. It is. Talk about lack of commitment. It's a commitment. I'm still here on a regular basis. Like I don't get paid for this. I don't know how many times I gotta repeat that. You know what I mean? Only because I do this for free. You know that, right? Who gonna sit up there for 8 hours every day for free? I'm going to the labor board. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, I do love making content. I love the people. This has been really exciting for me, just to get out here and be a part of it, But I can't say I met amazing people, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'll just be talking that, and letting y'all know this is probably my last year, but y'all know I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here. I got to keep it suspenseful. Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is what I do. Look, last year, my ass. Come on, man. Like, look, Kahana ain't gonna let me just walk away. Like, I tried a few times before, and Kahana like, nah, we gotta get it done. Cheers, you gotta drop your PayPal and Cash App so people can donate until you get monetized. Yeah, it's in the description. I put information in the description. Don't nobody go back and care about that. And ain't nobody gonna do it anyway. That's why I don't ask for nothing. I'll be like, all right, I don't ask for the shares, I don't ask for the likes, I don't ask for the donations, no, none of that. You know what I mean? Because again, God gonna bless me. You know what I mean? I can't ask for it. I will raise a certain kind of way. But it's when God moves in a person's heart to bless, you know what I mean? I don't want to get in the way that if Tribs retires, then so am I. Man, come on, no, it's not. No, you're still a young man. You still got plenty of life ahead of you, BDB. Come on, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. I will be 50 years old. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, I want to move on and do other things eventually. You know what I mean? And I told people before, like, yo, if I could sit down and write me a Netflix original, I'm on it. I'm on it. I ain't gotta have no friends. I will sit there and write all day long. You know what I mean? And that's something I like to do, and I'll be in my element. So yeah, I will be willing to just get into another form of my life of creativity where I could just sit back and not have to have the pressure of having to be here, you know, I love being here, but it's a job to me. Like I got to be here at 8:15. Like I'm taking off tomorrow. The early in the day, I'll be here later in the evening, but dang. I'd be required to come out here and work almost every day. Cause people be bored. You know what I mean? And they be at work. You know what I mean? Like y'all got jobs. You got something to do. Oh my God! Come on, grannies can be on here. Grannies can be on here popping and locking. Good. And it's so funny because they ain't got no age requirement out here for real. You know what I mean? Like you can actually get out here at any age. And then it's like a couple people pop into my mind. I see them out there popping and locking. Look, I don't mean to bring it back up, but Marlo Renee said it the other day. She said, if you could pop lock, panties will drop. I promise you, she said it on the live stream the other day. Boy, I was like, pop lock it, boy, look here. The church trying to use an excuse to retire, man. Look, I'm just telling you, man. Like it's hot under these lights, man. Like I need a break. I need a break for this joint, man. Like for real, for pushing the live, man. I'll be out here. Man, you know how hard it is to schedule a live stream at 8:15 and wait till 8:15. Like, man, I'm ready at 6:45. I'm sitting here in the same chair looking at the time like, God damn, I got a whole hour to wait. I couldn't wait to get out here. I'm telling you, I'll be starting this job early. I can't help it, man. Because, man, I never know who's going to be here at what time. I want to hear everybody get out there, you know what I'm saying? And then the quicker I get it done, the more time I have for the rest of my day. If Trips is old, I'm old too. You old. You don't want to believe it? So it's going to take me for you to believe it. Come on now, Grizz. We know we the same age, man. You probably got a couple years on me. Tell the truth. You ain't told me. Look, I asked him his age when we first met. He kept it on the low. Talking about, yeah. We about the same age. No, and I've been out here investigating, trying to find out, man, who's older than me, man. I'm the oldest out here. Come on, man. I got to get retired, man. I got to get back to this joint. That's funny. 47. Oh man, dog, man. You and Ike is about right. You know what I mean? Like, man, Kahana, it looked like you the only one out there. Man, look, Scotty is about your age. What he out here doing hanging around people our age? Why he hanging around all these young folks, Scotty? Y'all, no. Hold on. Shed my light. You got some nerve because I just know you about our age. If not, you older. Like, shed my light, you do act like the oldest up in here. I'm just saying, man, he do act like the irresponsible that be trying to be responsible, but he responsible. He the older brother that always get in trouble for the younger brother. Like, come on, shed my light. Tell your age. Let us know. That's funny, boy. Look, I'm the elder motherfucker. I had to read it, Con. You gonna get me in trouble, man. I'm telling you, I had to, boy. That's funny. Trips look younger than me. Now you got a point. Yo, he like 10 years younger than me, man. Got all that gray hair. That is so funny to me, boy. Y'all is hilarious. Boy. Nah. No. I'm about 40. No, you ain't. Why would he say it like this? If this was the truth, hold on. If this was the truth right here, hold on. Why is it taking so long to load? Dog. That's funny. Hold on. It won't even let me unclick this joint. I try to click that joint quick. No, I'm at the peak 44. What kind of mess is that? You know what I mean? Like, that sounds undecided to me. I can't understand why I can't take that. I can't take this off. Dang, man. That just irritated my soul, man. That just irritated my soul, man. We got the chat back, man. Hold on, let me just get myself back together. I started sweating, like, man. My nervousness started to kick in, man. Like, dang, I'm on the live stream, it broke. You know what I mean? So we back in order. You know, we got it going, man. And that jump was funny. See, I got too excited. I gotta slow down. You know what I mean? But I said, what you mean? If Tribs is almost 50, I'm 81, man. I'll show you my ID, like, so serious, man. I'll be 49 next month, you know, and we partying all month. That's why I say, like, y'all get ready, you know what I mean? We gonna start doing it on the weekend because I figure, like, you know, I don't want to be out here late during the week, you know, and y'all got to get up and go to work, you know, so I'll be here when you get up to go to work, but I won't stay too late when it's time for y'all to go to sleep at night. But on the weekend, man, we gonna start having slumber parties and stuff. Pause. Not like that. Not like that. They thinking like Ray J and Casanat and all the rest. Not like that. Not like. Oh my gosh. Oh man, they is up in here wilding. Listen, Trish said nuclear missile launch press here. Look, come on, man. I didn't mean to do that. What Kahana talk about? Only because, man, I gotta watch him. Look, the slippery slip dolphin. No, he ain't never been. Man, I was thinking about where did we get the slippery dolphin from anyway? And I just thought about it, talk about Diddy slipping and sliding around the prison. Like, man, you know he got baby oil up in that joint. Oh my gosh, boy, that is too funny, boy. Y'all funny. Look, hold on, man. It's late right now. Where you at, right, Scott? Like, what you doing up in here now? If you can't come tomorrow at this time. Look, Maximus send what he doesn't have. Man, look, I don't like that Grizz has to keep repeating himself to get your attention, Max. Like, seriously, you know what I mean? I need you to do the work. You know what I mean? Like, this is gonna help you, help us, help all of us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you a part of what we trying to do or not? Like, this is not the first live stream he has had to say this. Only because, like, Max, we got issues today. Because I seem like I've had issues with you before when it comes to these beats. Now, what's going on? Send in the beat. Damn. I'm sorry, Grizz, man. You shouldn't have to go through that, man. BDB out here rocking the grandpa's slides with a cane and a flip. BDB look like he do wear Kangos. I just want to say that he do. You know, what's the fedora, the fedora hats? Like, it do like BDB type of. Actually, he did do an episode with the fedora on. You know what I mean? And he had the ladies on the panel. You know what I mean? I do remember him doing that. You know, it had a suit on. It had a whole sports jacket on with a white t-shirt. Breezy with the cigarette, dragon. LL Cool J. Man, look, man, when the last time you cut your beard, BDB? I'm just curious to know. I can't grow a full beard, you know what I mean? That's the only reason why I look younger than you. I look like my high school days, you know what I mean? Like, man, you got to cut your hair down. Cut some of that gray off. Like, man, you came out the womb with a full beard. I better get ready to go. My hair hurt. I got a headache so bad. Okay, Greg. I will send you the fresh mamacitas. Man, look, Max, come on, man. Like, we need you to be serious, man. Like, I don't want to have to seem like I'm getting on your case every day, Max. But as a lady, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really, you pressing it, man. Like, come on, man, get into him. I'm trying to get you in the production team, but you ain't gonna be able to get in the chat now. Look, Grizz, we can't have him up in the chat playing and stuff, man. No. Kahana, I don't care if you try to talk me into it or not. He not coming through like that, man. I'm sorry. You got to stay in the emails. I tried to get Shad up in there. Can't bring Shad up in there either. Grizz, we cannot have Shad up in there with the way he been out here acting. man, we ain't gonna never get no work done. Man, look, let's see. I'm walking chia head. Let's see. I can't grow a beard at all. Me neither, man. And I don't mind it because I don't like a bunch of hair on my neck and my face because them bumps they don't feel good, boy. When that hair need to be cut, that's the worst feeling for a man, boy. Is this hair right here? I ain't go front, man. It's time to get me a haircut, boy. Cut my jaw, boy, for real, man. I was tell you, man. And then you get them bumps on them joints, like man, if you get them bumps on your neck. You need to stay away from people for at least a week. Because otherwise, you're going to get around people like Shay. He going to be looking at your neck. Grizz look like the tight heel look at your neck, too. Like, man, what you got them bumps on your neck? You know me. I'm pointing like, man, did you know? Did you know? Oh, my God. Would you let AI say? Now, that was a question that we did the other day, and I can tell you right now, boy, AI would not be saving me. No, that right there is that's a no-go, you know. And I don't know how people will be feeling about going to AI for a haircut. Like, let me get a number 3. fade my joint like this. You see how he got his hair faded? Oh my God, that's so funny to me, man. I'll be laughing at stuff that ain't even funny. I'm sorry, my fault. Kahana sell the secrets. Shad might steal the secret, sell the secret. Shad look like the type. He do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna wait for us to go to sleep so he can go up in the safe, get the secrets, and go take it and bring it in Scott. I'm telling you, man, whole operation, man. We gotta watch them two together, boy. You see Neck looking like a that's bad. That's bad. Because when you envision the Nestle Crunch, like that's bad right there, boy. They look like you got a rash, man. Man, I gotta get up out of here before I do too much, man. Man, I got my hair hurting. What we asked for Christmas, some hair dye and covered with gray. Man, look, man, I was at the barbershop today and I told my brother, man, I need your hair for coming and get a haircut, man. I said I was doing my live stream the other day. I bent down and I looked at my hair and it looked like Kevin Durant hair. Man, I should have did it again. I had to, though. Only because if you know what Kevin Durant hair look like, boy, shucks. You don't want to have that condition. And I had that condition yesterday. You know what I mean? That I had to hair up and get me a haircut, boy, shucks. But I'll tell you something that was so funny to me that I seen on social media. They had Trish, darn it. No, I'm just saying, look. And then he got the ball spot with it too. Oh no, man. Man, look, it was so messed up. But before on social media, I seen that they had a meme going out of Kevin Durant, and it was a brush that kept on doing like this. Yo, I'm talking about I needed to laugh so hard. Every time I see that, I was dead weak. Like the brush was doing just. I better stop, man, before I want to go out here in public. And he be looking for me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you trip? Come here. KD hair look like a I can't get out here and talk about him, man, only because I respect him. I respect his game. And I know that I respect his gangster as well. You know what I mean? Like he might hear this and get in touch with him. I got a head disease. You don't even know about alopecia. You ain't never had tennis. You don't know what it feels like. Let me stop, man. I'm done. I can't talk about one of the greats, man. I was just thinking about how we was talking about people yesterday, you know what I mean? And they won't write. Like, I was hoping Book would have came by today. I had to say something to him, you know what I mean? Like, Book was wrong for how he did some of the greats yesterday. Man, what he said about Tupac, man. I felt like we offended the community. You know what I mean? It's then when we got to talking about Biggie and Jay-Z, oh, man. That lager got messed up hairstyles. Man, I'm finna go, man, because I'm getting ready to get in trouble, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't come out here and do all this playing every day, man. Y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. And then I'm gonna really have to just take that year and get up out of here, man. You know what I mean? So look, man, I'm gonna try to come out there this time tomorrow, man. Otherwise, I'll just sit up here laughing with y'all all day. Man, let me get up out of here, man. You know they're gonna be rewinding this back like, he talking about KD, get this to KD. And then KD gonna come up over here and be in the chat one day like he did Stephen A. Smith. What you say about my hair? I'm gonna be dead weak if I come out here tomorrow and one of my trolls out here got the profile of KD. I'm dead weak. I'm dead weak only because the chairs got me dying laughing. Oh my God, need a drink. Man, let me get up out of here, man, because look, I'll be feeling like I'll be getting too loud and I'll be overdoing it. And then we get out here doing too much. And then I'm going to start feeling conviction, man. Let me get up out of here, man, for the Lord strike me down in front of y'all, man. I got to go. Man, God bless y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for y'all support, man, and coming out and hanging out with me and my fams, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all some good friends, man. Hopefully we're going to enjoy this year and we'll continue to make, content, in years to come, man. God bless y'all, man. I appreciate you. Peace.